Hello and welcome back here to Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, as we get ready for Game 2 here of Day 14 of the Scenic City Collegiate League season. It's been a hot one, to put it lightly. For those that haven't seen it all today, we've had a real feel of about 101 degrees earlier today. It's starting to cool off, thankfully, as the sun starts to set. But let me tell you, up here in the box, I've already sweat through my shirt. Nonetheless, we go at it here for Game 2 on Day 14. Bandits take on the Red Bats here, fourth versus second. Valerie Pedersen will lead us off here on the mound for this Red Bat squad. She'll face Avery Dans, the DP today, as her leadoff batter. First pitch to her is swung on and missed, makes it 0-1, and we're underway here for Game 2 of Day 14. As Dans, the DP today, makes her way to the plate for the first time in the leadoff spot. Next pitch, off speed, gets her again, swinging 0-2. Dan's the usual catcher for this team in blue and white. Facing off against the Red Bats in their red jerseys, lift back their black pants. Now faces off for the first time in the leadoff spot. She'll see the 0-2 now from Pedersen. Off speed, swung on and missed. Strike three. Three straight off speed. One away here in the top half of the frame. And a quick one out brings up the dangerous Olivia Thornton. So now Thornton steps in. If you were to at least give her 20 at-bats as the bare minimum across all the players in the league this year, she would probably be first in OPS, a 21-26 for her as she steps in now with one away. Off speed stays high on this one, makes it 1-0. For the top 10 rankings currently on our statistics apps, how it works is that the top 10 batters all have a minimum of 25 plate appearances. Thornton only has 21. She hits the second base side. Burrell to first in time, 2 away. But given the opportunity, if Thornton had at least a couple more at-bats, she would most likely be top of the OPS numbers, top of the average numbers. She's been one of the best hitters this season for a good reason, but now she's down here on a ground out to second, and it brings up the now shortstop, Julia Marisi, for the first time today. Here we sit in the top of the first inning, a hot one once more. It's going to be like this all week. First pitch from Pedersen is taken high for a ball, 1-0, so after striking out Dans on 3 straight off speed, Thornton grounds out to second on 2 pitches. And now it'll be Julia Marisi facing her for the first time. Bounces off the glove of Pedersen to Burrell. Throw to first. Got her! They're going to say Branham held on to that one. And the home plate umpire said it as well. She did not have full possession. The first base umpire could not see that Branham was trying to cradle it. So it will be an infield single. It was a bang-bang play at first. And not going to be the out that you thought it would have been for 3. It would have been a 1-4-3 ground out. Instead, it brings up Emmy Clark, the DP, with 2 outs. First pitch to her is a strike, 0-1. So Clark now the usual outfielder, the DP here today, the left-handed hitter from UNC Greensboro. A runner on and 2 away. Takes this one high, makes it 1-1. Marisi now at first after the single in the infield. Good speed from her. Not the fastest player on the Bandits, but Bandits have a boatload of speed everywhere, so take that with a grain of salt. 1-1. Chops it, shortstop side. Espadiana hops got it, throws to first in time, and that will end the inning. So 1 hit, no errors. 1 runner does get left stranded. Go to the bottom half of the frame. No score here after the top of 1. Bandits and Red Bats battling it out here in Game 2 of Day 14 of this Scenic City Collegiate League softball season here in 2026. It's the first of a many hot days this week. We're all sweating it out right now. Bandits will head out to the field. Red Bats will get a chance here to come up and hit. We'll be right back after this quick break. The bottom half of the first inning. It'll be Olivia Treats coming out for this Bandit squad. We'll be back in just a moment. Bottom of the first inning we go. No score here after the top of one. We go to the bottom half of the Red Bats. The Bandits battle it out here at Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. It's a hot one here on this Tuesday afternoon. Game 2 at 8:14. Olivia Treese will get her second appearance this year for the Bandits, wearing number 8 on the mound once more. They're in their blue jerseys with white pants once again. Red Bats come up to hit. It'll be the left fielder, Emily Farrow, wearing number 2 to lead us off. Val Pedersen will follow her up. She will wear number 6, the pitcher here today, hitting in the 2 spot. I meant to go through the Bandits lineup back in that top half of the frame. I apologize I was not able to do that. I got distracted somehow. But now, Farrow, Pedersen, Yasmin Burrell, the second baseman, will hit third. She will wear number 15. Abby Walker will be in the 4 spot in right field wearing number 8. First pitch to Farrow bounces to the dirt, makes it ball 1. Delana Brown will follow her up. She will wear number 7, third baseman, hitting the 5 spot. Mallie Corson, the center fielder, will wear number 5 in the 6 hole today. Callie DeLauder will hit 7th, the catcher wearing 12. Gracie Espedia in the 8 spot will wear number 10 at shortstop. Ellie Branham will be the first baseman today. Hit the third base, picked off, lost it for a second with Brunick. Throw to first, still in time to get the out. One away here in the bottom of the first. Brink bobbled it at first. They want to make the gun throw across the gun out. Emily Farrow, she'll have a chat now with her pitcher hitting in the 2 spot with 1 down. Those two will switch places here eventually, the 2 primary pitchers for this Red Bat squad. Treese now able to get a quick 1 down. It brings up the Sienna U product. Off speed, stays in the dirt, makes it 1-0. So Pedersen, the usual pitcher, steps in. Today's starter, able to work a clean top half of the frame. She's enjoying the heat apparently much more than what I am and everybody else is at this point. Again, those that aren't aware, it's been high at 95 today, real feel around 102. A 1-0. Takes it right back up the middle towards the shortstop side. Picked up by Marisi. Throw to first in plenty of time. 2 away. 4 pitches, 2 outs. Trying to match the Val Pedersen appearance in that top half, and now it brings up Yasmin Burrell for the first time today, the second baseman. Utility player, primarily a catcher, has played darn near every position on the infield. Short, second, first, third. Probably put her in the outfield as well, the Maryland native, the one only, funny enough, this season. First pitch to her is taken for a strike, 0-1. Abby Walker, the right fielder, would come up next, give him the chance. Nobody on, 2 away. No score here in this bottom of the first inning. Bandits and Red Bats battling it out here, 2nd and 4th in the standings. Bandits at 1-13, or excuse me, 1-12 on the year, trying to avoid 1-13. This is bouncing the dirt, makes it 1-1. Red Bats at 6-7, trying to see if they can clinch a win here and hold second place over the Rain, who now sit at 6-8 after the loss earlier to the Smokies in a closely contested affair. 7-3 was the final in that one. Second time this year the Smokies have not won by a run differential or by at least 10 runs. Off speed, taken down and in, did not offer. 2-1. New catcher Gabby Hensley for this Bandit squad. Want to make sure that was located. 2-1 out of the count. Next pitch from Treese. Swung on and missed on the high heater, 2-2. Stay off speed. That wasn't even close to correct. So after needing 4 pitches to get the first 2 batters, she's 4 pitches into this at bat. 2-2 now the count, 2 away. Nobody on. The next pitch from Treese. Fouls it off, stays alive. Walker would come up next, given the opportunity. Burrell trying to see what she can do here. After back-to-back ground outs of Farrow and Pedersen to third and short. 2-2 once more. Off speed, fouls it off again, stays alive. 10 pitches now thrown by Treese, only 4 to get the first 2. She is now up to 6 here in this at-bat. Rising sophomore out of Coffin State comes to the plate for the first time today at second base here this afternoon. Sun starting to set on our third base side. Wind not really blowing. It's mostly been moving from third base out to right field. Pitch number 7. Chops it down the line, foul. Staying alive still is Yasmin Burrell. Not go down without a fight. Trying to see if she can be the first base runner for this Red Bat squad. Bandits were able to get a hit back in the top half of the frame on the infield side. Pitch number 8 of the at-bat. Check swing. She went around. Strike 3, and that will end the bottom of the first. 3 up, 3 down. She'll get a strikeout to end it. And we go to the top of the second inning. No score here after 1. We go to the top of the frame. Valerie Pedersen will face off against 5, 6, and 7 of this Bandit squad. We'll be right back after this quick break from Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You're in day 14. The sun's setting down behind our third base line. No score here after 1. We'll be right back after this quick break. The Scenic City Collegiate League matchup here on day 14, game 2. We'll be back in just a moment. Top of the second inning we go. No score here after 1. 5, 6, and 7 come up now for this Bandit squad. Brewing, Blaylock, and Simon. Again, I forgot to mention the Bandits lineup in that top half of first. I'll get through it now. I apologize. So you already saw Dans, you saw Thornton, you saw Marisi, you saw Clark, right? DP, left fielder, shortstop, and DP again. We'll now have the third baseman, Brantley Brewing, coming to the plate. She'll wear number 12, hitting the 5 spot here today. Lily Blaylock will follow her up wearing number 5, the DP, in the 6 hole, and the Simon will follow them up as well. She'll be the first baseman wearing number 2 in the 7 spot. Cara Thomas will come after her, the right fielder wearing number 6 in the 8 spot. First pitch is out and away, makes it ball 1. Robbie Van will follow her up. She'll be wearing number 13, the DP, here on the afternoon. Christian Fowler will be at second base wearing number 1 in the 10 hole. Stanley, the center fielder, will wear number 7. Big swing and a miss. The off speed makes it 1-1. Gabby Hensley will be the newest addition to this Bandit squad. She'll play a handful of games for the team in blue and white here today. She will be the catcher wearing 14 in the 12 spot. Olivia Treese, the pitcher, will hit 13th. Big swing and a miss. The off speed once more makes it 1-2. The Bandits will bat 13 officially. We're in the 5 hole right now here in this top of the second. Brewing down in the count 1-2. Nobody on, nobody out. She'll lead us off. The 1-2. A hit off and out of play makes it 1-2. Pedersen able to work fairly clean the first inning. Almost got a clean 1-2-3, but would outrun that single in the infield with Marisi. Blaylock steps in for, Brewing steps in for the first time here today and strikes out swinging, 1 down. And now it brings up Blaylock. The 1 down here in the top of the second inning. Second strikeout already for Pedersen here today. She is second this season in strikeouts behind Avery Shamblin, who has been absolutely dominant this year for the Smokies. Pedersen behind her in innings pitched and strikeouts. Next pitch is called a strike, 0-1. Granted, outside of Shamblin, Pedersen is the next closest in any number of categories going into the year. 38 2/3 for her entering in on the season. Taking this one high, makes it 1-1 now to Blaylock. Sienna U product this year. 38.2 innings worked. 34 strikeouts for her, just shy of a strikeout per inning. The 1-1. Stays high with it now, 2-1. Already has 2 here on the day. Struck out Dans and Brewing, both the leadoff hitters to start off the frame, both of them on off speed. 2-1. Lays down a bunt foul. Now 2-2 to the slap hitting outfielder. Today's DP again. 1 down, nobody on. Great speed here at the plate. And Blaylock, over 40 stolen bases this past year as a senior at Soddy Daisy High School, the former Trojan. Off to Chattanooga State, the community college next year, the JUCO Bandits soon to be. The 2-2. Slaps it foul, staying alive. Patterson again, trying to, she can match up here. Olivia Tracy threw a clean inning of her own in the bottom half of the first. The 2-2. Hit hard, shortstop side, past Espadia and into left field, and it gets past Barrow. Blaylock didn't see it at first. She'll take off for second. Turning for third, the throw will come in. She will stay at second base. It gets past Espadia. It gets past Barrow and left. Now runner in scoring position here in the top of the second. Blaylock didn't see it first, but the ball got away from Farrow and left as well. She kind of just slapped it the other way. She's done that really well here this season. We'll see if it's a single or a double. But now it brings up Emma Zymet for the first time today, the first baseman, with a runner in scoring position and one down. So Blaylock with another knock. And now great speed here for Zymet. First pitch is taken for a strike, 0-1. Badia tried to make the running grab. It was just a tad past her to her right-hand side through that third shortstop gap. Farrow went to cover it. Just made it past her. This one stays away, makes it 1-1. Zymet, the NAIA product, comes to the plate once more. First time today. Take this one high, now 2-1. After getting the first batter and Brewing striking out on a high fastball for a second of the day, she gives up now the extra baser to Blaylock. The 1-1. 2-1 takes it high, 3-1 now the count. Kara Thomas would come up next, the right fielder. Opportunity here now, but Zymet, the left-handed throwing, right-handed swing. First baseman pitcher combo. Takes the 3-1 for a strike, now 3-2. Bandits trying to see if they can strike first here in the top of the second. No score here after one. 3-2. Taken for called strike 3, 2 away. Another strikeout for Patterson. Already 3 here through an inning and 2/3 of work. Now it brings up Kara Thomas, the now right fielder. Runner at second, 2 down. Big swing and a miss, the fastball 0-1. Blaylock at second after the single to left. Will advance to second after Farrow had to go past her in left field. Great speed if you can find some grass. Fouls it off, makes it 0-2. That grass in play. Patterson now trying to see if she can work a clean second here. Giving up the single turn double. 0-2. Takes it low, did not offer 1-2. Robbie Van would be up next, given the opportunity. The DP here today, the usual pitcher. He's put some good swings on the ball here this summer as well. Thomas trying to see what she can do. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. 3 strikeout inning for Patterson. And we get out of the top of the second with no damage attached. Work for the rising junior from the state of New York. 3 strikeouts in the inning. She does leave a runner stranded at second. We go to the bottom half of the frame. Bandits head back out to pitch. Redbats come back up to the plate. It'll be 4, 5, and 6. Walker, Brown, and Coursing coming up next. We'll be right back after this quick break. Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching Scenic City Collegiate League softball here on day 14, the evening match. Sun starting to set on our left-hand side. Hopefully it does a little bit faster for all our sakes. It's still beaming hot. We'll be right back after this quick break. Bottom of the second inning we go. No score here after the top of 2. Bandits and Red Bats still tied here. Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. Thank you for tuning in here for Day 14, Game 2, the primetime matchup between the 4th place Bandits and the 2nd place Red Bats, trying to hold on to 2nd place in the standings. A loss here today would bring them back to a draw with a rain for 2nd. Olivia Treese trying to see if she can make that happen after cleaning or working a clean top half for the first. First pitch to Walker is swung on and missed, makes it 0-1 as the right fielder steps in for the first time here today. But a lot of center field as well for the Chat State product. Primarily where she's been is in center field, but Mallie Corson will patrol that here today. She'll be in right, the 0-1. Takes it high, now 1-1 for the Sanford product on the mound here today for this Bandit squad. Second appearance on the mound for her this year. One to Walker. Takes it high once more, now 2-1. And it'll be Walker, Brown, and Corson coming up here. Right field, third base, and center fielder here today. No Caroline Reading, KK Hagan to start. They'll get a quick breather to start off this game. They've been primarily in the lineup every single day for this Red Bat squad, so we'll get at least a quick breather and will most likely step in later on. Another 2-1. Stays down and in, 3-1 now the count. Walker trying to be the first base run of the day for this Red Bat squad. Outfielder sets and waits for the 3-1 from Treese. We'll shake off the first one. Drops the rosin bag and gets set. The 3-1 to Walker. Stays away with it, ball 4. First runner on for the Red Bats here on the evening. And with decent speed, it now brings up Delana Brown. The first runner reaches today via the walk, and now it brings up the third baseman outfielder combo and Brown. HBCU commit headed off to Xavier U of Louisiana next year, the NAIA school. Product from Notre Dame High School. Take the first pitch high. Walker will not go. 1-0. So Brown, who we primarily only saw in the outfield to start the year, as now having a chat here will be Gabby Hensley with her pitcher. First time we've seen Hensley this season with this Bandit squad. She will play in a handful of games here this summer, not too many, but the Kentucky product. You can see in the blue and white gear, the SEC school. Settle down her pitcher here now in the bottom of the second frame. Again, no score here after the top half of 2. Bandits leave a runner stranded at second. 1-0 now to Brown. Swung on and missed the high fastball, 1-1. Brown with that aggressive swing. I kind of would have gotten to her, but now Walker at first after the walk. Corson would come up next, one of the lead hitters on this Red Bat squad, the 1-1. Takes it high and away, now 2-1. Brown in at third base today, the usual spot of KK Hagan. We've seen Brown play both corner outfield spots, third base as well. Treese sets the 2-1. Fouls it off, now makes it 2-2. For Treese now as well, in her second appearance for the Bandits this season, in her first one, she was only able to make it through an inning of work before she had to be lifted for Emma Zyman. Struggled in her first appearance with a bit of an odd day. Could not seem to find the strike zone. 2-2 now to Brown. Off speed, fouls it off. Got a little too juicy on the swing. Was hoping that maybe she could just yank it down that left field line on the inside off speed, and now still sits at 2-2. Resets, delivers the 2-2 once more. Taken for a called strike 3, 1 away. Second strikeout of the day for Treese. Now it brings up the left-handed hitting Corson. So Mally Corson, one of the best hitters on this Red Bat squad in terms of average this year. Joe's bunt takes it high. No one covering second. Walker's in on a stand. Everyone went to cover the bunt. Marisi was the only one close to second. She gets in standing. And now a runner in scoring position with one out. Everyone was focused on the bunt. Everyone went to cover a different position, and it just left second base wide open for Walker to swipe it. So now Corson takes this one high once more. 2-0 now the count. Fourth on the team in batting average this year and over 1,000 OPS. She is 1 of 4 on the team. Now from Treese. Goes fun again. This one will be taken out and away. Ball 3. Trying to check where that location was as well. Looked good. Not going to catch enough for the down and in corner. Callie DeLauder would come up next. That's the dangerous part here. But a runner at second and one away. 3-0 to Corson. Bounces in the dirt. Walker's going to break for third. No throw! Runners at the corners with one out. Hensley didn't have a throw to third. And now it puts dangerous runners on for Callie DeLauder. So a 4-pitch walk, and it brings up the catcher. Team leader in RBIs, homers, OPS, darn near every single statistical category. RBIs, everything you can ask of her, she's pretty much got it. She'll come up now with one out and runners on. Great speed here. First pitch taken for a strike. Corson into second without a throw. 0-1 now the count. Another stolen base for Mally Corson now as well. That'll be her 10th of the year. She now is the second player to hit double digits behind Ali Stupin. Deal one to the left-hander. Way outside, 1-1. DeLauder on the year. 19 RBIs, looking for number 20. She'd be the third one to do it this year, behind Riley Peshek and Livy Huter. Leads the league in homers, tied with Livy Huter at 7. This one stays away, makes it 2-1. She has been one of the best hitters this year. 4 doubles this year puts her at 5th in the league. Her 18 hits tied for 5th with her own teammate Gracie Espadia. Her OPS 4th overall, a 15-26. The 2-1. Skies it. Left-hand side foul ground. Brewing trying to get there. Over by the dugout. She drops it. Lost it in between the sun and the shade of the third base dugout. It drops foul, and now DeLauder with an extra life. Was trying to see if she could find it in that new shadow over by the third base dugout and could not find it. Now DeLauder a chance to see if she can give the Red Bats the lead. The 2-2. Drives it hard, right field side, back to the wall, it'll go. She does indeed! It's gone! 3-run homer to right, and Callie DeLauder leads the league in homers! Another home run for Callie DeLauder. The extra life, she takes advantage. Another 3-run shot. And the Red Bats lead early in this one, already 3-0. Her 8th home run of the year now puts her atop of the leaderboards. RBIs 20, 21, and 22. She now sits tied atop the leaderboards in doubles. Or not doubles, in RBIs. And now it brings up Gracie Espadia, the also dangerous shortstop middle infielder, with only one out and a 3-0 lead in her favor now. First pitch to her is fouled off, 0-1 for the JUCO product out of Georgia Highlands College. He recently made a visit to UAB. It actually made her a little bit late to the last game. Unfortunately, not due to anything that she did. It was just a flat tire coming back from the visit, funny enough. But now she comes in 7th on the year in batting average. She'll float this one out to center field. There will be the center fielder for out number 2 in Stanley, 2 away. And now it brings up the bottom of the order. It's Callie Branham. So Branham, who apparently has beef with me, she almost took me out earlier. So no one saw this earlier, but it was kind of funny. Was walking back to the batting cage to get lineups here earlier this afternoon, and the minute I was walking back, you can see on the right-hand side those batting cages. She'll take this off speed down and in for ball 1. But the batting cages hit both directions. Branham was hitting towards essentially the middle of the cage she was standing. She was hitting towards the right foul pole. I have to walk towards the right foul pole to get back to my box. And as I was walking back, she ripped a line drive through the bottom of the netting that almost took out my ankles and went heads up as loud as I think I've heard anyone hit this year. She'll lace this one foul, makes it 1-1. So I don't know what I did to make her upset here this season, but she intentionally was aiming for me, I swear. All jokes, I promise. 2 outs, nobody on. 3-0 now your score. Red Bats lead early in this one thanks to the 3-run shot from Callie DeLauder to right. Another home run, her 8th of the year, puts her atop the standings. Tied for the most RBIs now at 22. Hits this one right back up the middle. Got a piece of it with Treese. Kicks away into right field, a base knock. Treese tried to stab it. It ends up in right. It will be a base hit. It should be a base hit. Runner on with 1 or 2 outs. And it brings up Emily Farrow. So just a tough bounce for Treese. She made a stab at it, got a piece of it. Fowler went to cover the middle of the infield and just rolled into right that she couldn't get to in time. Nothing you can really do about that one. First pitch to Farrow, swung on and missed 0-1. So now 2 unlucky plays here for the Bandits defensively. Nothing you can really do about it. It's just kind of how things went. The Brewing dropping foul ground, and now Treese trying to make a stab at the ground ball back up the middle, and it just kicks away. Deal 1. Hits it shortstop side. Marisi on a backhand pick. Throw to first in time. Out number 3. They will get out of it with no more damage attached, but not before Callie DeLauder punishes. We go to the top half of the 3rd inning. 3-0 now your score. No hit, or excuse me, 2 hits, 2 walks, no errors made. We go to the top half of the frame of the 3rd. 3-0 your score. Red Bats take an early lead once again. We'll go to the 3rd inning, looking to see if they can mount a comeback. Now will be the Bandits here from Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. Valerie Pedersen going to look to see if she can go for her 3rd inning of work here in just a moment. She'll face off against 9, 10, and 11 in just a moment here. Scenic City Collegiate League. Van, Fowler, and Stanley will come in just a moment here on day 14, game 2. We'll be back in just a sec. Top of the 3rd inning we go. 3-0 now your score. Red Bats find themselves ahead over here this Bandit squad for the first time tonight. They'll take an early lead once again here this season. They find themselves now ahead early in this one. as it'll be 9, 10, and 11 coming up for this Bandit squad. They will bat 13 today. Robbie Van will take the first pitch. Did she foul that off? I'm not sure. We're going to call it ball one. So nobody on, nobody out here for Robbie Van. First appearance of the plate for the DP here today wearing 13. Next one takes us big. Swing and a miss. Now 1-1. We'll be 0-2. Excuse me. That first pitch was swung on. I didn't have any confirmation at first. I can hear the home plate umpire. I apologize. She'll drive this one now hard out to right center field. Corson, though, to make the grab. One away. And a quick one out here now brings up the dangerous Christian Fowler. Fowler now on the season, 6th in batting average this year, 485. In terms of with a minimum plate appearances of 25. So technically Thornton is outside of that range. If Thornton was in the range, she'd be at the top of the leaderboard in most offensive categories. But because she is just shy, Fowler is the highest Bandits player on the leaderboard this year. First pitch to her is high and away, ball one. Super senior from UWT comes in once more. First time here today, a 500 on-base percentage. Tied with Jordan Tong for 8th this year. Top 6 in batting average. Takes this one high and away again. 2-0 to the utility player. An OPS 13-18 puts her also at 7th this season. Excuse me, 6th on the year now, I should say. Takes this one down and in. Now makes it 3-0. Favorable count now for the speedy infielder playing second base here today. She has 16 hits on the year, tied with Mally Corson. She is one of the only players with multiple triples this year. She'll take ball 4 high, puts her runner on with 1 away. And now it brings up Allison Stanley. First walk allowed today by Pedersen. Now Fowler, who already has 3 triples, one of 2 players with multiple. The other one's Mally Corson, funny enough. One of the league leaders in stolen bases this year as well. 6 already for her. First pitch shows bunt Stanley. Lays it down third base side. Brown got to be quick with it. Throw to first. Not in time. Infield single. Second and first. 1 away. Good piece of bunting there from Stanley. Infield single as Brown had to fly in and couldn't make the throw in time. And now it brings up the dangerous Gabby Hensley as the Kentucky product steps to the plate for the first time this season. Rising junior from Silverdale High School originally. The native of this Chattanooga area. Hits this hard, second base side. Burrell's got it, goes to second with it. 1, throw to first, not in time. They will get the runner at second at least. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. So a fielder's choice moves Fowler ahead. Thinking by Burrell to go with it. And now it brings up the pitcher, Olivia Treese, for the first time here this season. She has not hit yet this year. Now the left-handed hitter comes to the plate for the first time. Takes the first pitch for a strike, 0-1. We'll see if Hensley will try and swipe it back here. Again, 2 outs. Fowler now at third. Great speed from her. We have not seen Hensley run this year because, well, this is her first appearance on the base paths. And the minute I say that, she will have a pinch runner. I believe it should be Allison Stanley. It will be. So Stanley's going to run for her now. The catcher gets her courtesy runner. 2 outs, 0-1 the count. Runners in the corners, 3-0 your score. The Red Bats lead here over the Bandits thanks to the 3-run shot from Kelly Lauder once again. Deal 1. Swung on and missed 0-2. Runner stays at first. Treese trying to see if she can help herself out here on the mound. Chance here with runners in the corners and 2 down. 0-2. Takes it for called. Strike 3. Pedersen gets out the inning. We go the bottom half of the frame. He'll do it again. 1 walk, 1 hit. 2 runners get left stranded. No errors made. No one able to come across. Bandits cannot find the offense just yet. We go the bottom half of the frame. Red Bats lead 3-0 here as we go to the bottom of the third. top of the order will come up, or excuse me, second, third, and fourth of the order will come up next. It'll be Pedersen, Burrell, and Walker here in just a moment from Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee at Janet Tate Stadium, day 14, game 2, Scenic City Collegiate League 2026. We'll be back in just a moment. These two teams continue to battle it out. 3-0 your score. Red Bats lead over the Bandits. Bandits head back out to the field. Bottom of the third inning we go. 3-0 your score. Red Bats lead over the Bandits here through the top half of 3. 2, 3, and 4 will now come up to the plate. Pedersen, Burrell, and Walker a combined 0 for 2 between those 3. Walker reached on a walk and came home to score back in that second inning. They'll face Treese now for the second time here today. As Pedersen, who grounded out to short her last time, will come up for the second time now. Treese now trying to see what she can do here against this Red Bat lineup. Second time around. First pitch is chopped foul, makes it 0-1. Pedersen, today's starting pitcher on the year, has had a couple at bats already this season. Technically a 182 average for her, just north of 500 on base percentage. She is not hit at the collegiate level, really. She does have 4 runs and 2 RBIs for herself, including a home run. She's not hit at Siena, but has done so mostly here in the City Collegiate League, and she's done fairly decently for herself. Now sees this one down in 1-1. For someone who's been a PO throughout her college career, and has been asked to step into the plate multiple times this year. We've seen it a lot this season. Robbie Van, obviously, with the Bandits. Amanda Ray Leach with the Rain. This one stays out and away, 2-1. Emily Farrow, you could say as well. However, she's more of a two-way player. The only one who really has been primarily a PO this year has been Olivia Laney and Avery Shamblin of the Smokies in the Rain. The 2-1. Taken in for a strike, 2-2. And I guess you could say Clara Ferris as well of this Bandit squad, funny enough. There's only been like 3 actual POs this season. And it's been those 3 specifically. The Red Bats have had only 2 of Farrow and Pedersen. They both hit. Nobody out. The 2-2 from Treese. Hits it hard down the third base line. Foul, staying alive. Burrell would come up next. She struck out swinging her last time. Walker will follow her up. A walk, 2 stolen bases, and a run scored. Pitcher now who has gone through 3 cleanly has been able to limit this Bandits lineup. She's been looking for a strong outing. She's gotten one here today. Enjoying the heat more than most. The 2-2. Off speed, fouls it off, stays alive. Tried to wait as long as she could. She's able to get a piece of it to stay here at the plate. That pitch is already here in the at-bat. Stanford product trying to set in here now against Pedersen. The 2 very different Division I products. Sees the 2-2. Outside, works it full. 8 pitches now in the at-bat. Making Treese work hard here to start us off the bottom of the third. 3-0 your score. 3-run shot from Callie DeLauder has given her the lead in RBIs and homers. Pitch number 9 in the at-bat. Hammers it foul once more. Slaughter now leads the league tied with 22 RBIs. 8 homers puts her atop of the leaderboard. Already the average leader, OPS leader on this Red Bat squad, puts her higher on the list of the top 10 across the league. I don't know if anybody's going to catch Alex Supin, of course, but still. In terms of pure offense, Callie Lauder has been the big slugger this year. 3-2. Off speed, swung on and missed. One away. Treese finally gets her down swinging. One down now here in the bottom of the third. And it brings up Burrell for the second time. She went down swinging to start us off in the bottom of the first. She was the first strikeout for Treese. Now 3 for her on the day. 2 swinging, 1 looking. And now brings up the Coppin State product, the rising sophomore, who, swings it over the first base side foul, 0-1. Avery Dan's now the first baseman as well. I believe that's the only change we've seen so far here for this Bandit squad. No one else has made any adjustments I've seen yet. Stanley still in center, Thornton still in left, Thomas still in right. Everybody else is the same here. Only one that's changed is Simon now out. She will most likely pitch next as Dan steps in for her. Next one down and in. Did not offer 1-1. Burrell, the Silver Spring, Maryland native. Only native of Maryland this season in the Scenic City Collegiate League. Surprisingly enough, we've had 2 natives from the state of Washington, but only 1 from Maryland. Takes this one down to light, 2-1. She and Lauren Jamerson are the 2 ones where you go, wait, is that really the case? Where Jamerson from the state of Virginia, the only one from the state of Virginia this season as well. Most of the other players being from obviously the Tennessee area, Alabama, Georgia, the Carolinas. Obviously, a couple oddities as well. Pedersen and Velotter both from New York. This one stays down and makes it 3-1. We've had 3 Ohio natives this year, 2 of them on the Reign and 1 on the Smokies. A couple of Florida natives as well, most of them on that Smoky squad. A couple of Indiana natives also between the Bandits and the Smokies also. But only 1 for the state of Maryland. 3-1. Taken up and in, gets on for the first time here on the afternoon. A walk with 1 out, and it brings up Abby Walker. Burrell gets on for the first time here today. Now brings up the right fielder, who also walked on 4 straight pitches her last time up. 3-0 your score. Red Bats lead already in this one thanks to the 3-run shot earlier in this contest from Velotter. First pitch out and away makes you 1-0. So 6 straight balls now thrown by Treese after getting swing from Burrell. See the 1-0 now from Treese. Chops it, shortstop side. Marisi's not going to be able to run it down. Throw to first. Will be in time. The runner does advance. A little miscommunication in the infield at least gets the runner advanced. Now in scoring position is Burrell, and it brings up Delana Brown. Marisi wasn't sure if Brewink was going to go for it or not. She didn't want to collide with her, obviously, so she took a back step for a second there, had to charge it at the last minute, and does make the throw to cut down Walker. Now it brings up Delana Brown for the second time. She struck out looking her first time up. Off speed, fouls it off, 0-1. Brown took that high leg kick. Got enough of it at least here. Next pitch to Brown, down and in, makes it 1-1. So now for the Xavier U Louisiana commit. You in the heart of New Orleans, Louisiana, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish high school member. Yes, the high school. Local Chattanooga area. Or start her college career at the NAIA level. Takes a big swing and a miss, now 1-2. RBI for her this year already. We're going to see if she can drive in another one here at second. The 1-2 stays out away. Now 2-2. And now I'm noticing here, I apologize, I didn't see this before. KK Hagan now steps in at third base. She's in now for Jasmine Burrell at second as a runner. I don't believe that change is going to stick, of course, but we will see. We will see Reed and Hagan eventually step into the lineup. However, Hagan has played only left field and third base this year. I don't think they're going to step her in at second. 2-2 to Brown. Off speed, skies it. Second base side, Fowler makes the call. She'll make the grab, and that'll end the bottom of the third. We go the top half of the inning, and the top of the fourth will go. 3-0 your score. Red Bats lead over the Bandits here through 3. No hits, 1 walk, no errors, 1 runner does get left stranded. We'll have some changes here for the Red Bats in just a moment. From Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, been watching Tennessee Collegiate League softball here on day 14. The nightcap here, game 2 of this 2026 summer. We'll be right back after this quick break. Red Bats lead over the Bandits 3-0. Red Bats head out to the field. Most of them, looks like. Top of the fourth inning we go. 3-0 your score. Top of the Bandits lineup comes up to the plate. 1, 2, and 3. Dan Thornton and Marisi. Couple defensive changes now for this Bandit squad, Red Bat squad as well. We'll have a couple defensive changes. Ederson will throw a ground ball that hits Dan on the foot. That is a hit by pitch technically. And just like that, a runner on immediately on the first pitch of the fourth inning. And a courtesy runner now for Dan's. It'll be Christian Fowler, so good speed here now for the Bandits. As Dan's gets on for the first time today, on the very first pitch, a kind of just gutter ball. As this one makes its way outside, makes it 1-0. You'll probably see now the new catcher as well. Yasmin Burrell moves from second to behind the plate. Caroline Reed will take over for her at second base. Delana Brown will be straight up switched out for KK Hagan at third. Callie Delauder now takes over at first for Kylie Branham. We'll get to those hitting changes here in just a moment. This one a strike, 1-1. So Thornton, who grounded up the second or last time up, comes up for the second time now today. Runner at first, nobody out. Former Queens U product now headed off to the University of South Florida, the newest commit. Skies this one, deep out to right field. Backing up to the wall will be the right fielder. It's overhead and it's gone! Bandits bring it within 1. 2-run shot, Olivia Thornton. 3-2 now your score. Thornton, who has shown great pop all year long, goes deep once again. A 2-run shot to right. Tack on even higher to that OPS number, why don't you? RBI 7 and 8 for her. Homer number 3. And now it brings up Julia Marisi with a single already today. 2 runs come across, a 1-run difference now. First pitch to Marisi, strike 0-1. So now the newest commit to Kennesaw State, the former Georgia Tech product, comes to the plate, the rising sophomore. Pedersen now just trying to settle in here in this fourth inning. Fouls this one off 0-2. After hitting Dan's on the foot on what was a missed pitch that just bounced twice and found her foot, it is a hit by pitch. It allows Thornton to come up and sky a high and away fastball the other way to right on top of the batting cage. So 3-2 now your score. Bandits get right back to it. 0-2 hit back to the mound. Pedersen's got on a chop, throws the first in time easily, one away. New York connection is made between pitcher and first baseman. It brings up Emmy Clark. So now Clark comes in. Team leaders in OPS this year, a 690 for her, 286 average, 333 on base percentage. Grounded out to short her last time, the outfielder. Chops to second base side. The new second baseman, Reed, on a one hop, throws it to first in time, 2 away. It took a weird hop on her. She's able to stay with it. And now it brings up Brantley Brewing, who went down swinging on strikes. Now Brewing with a RBI this year already. Has only had 7 games under her belt this year. He was a late addition to this Bandits squad, and we'll see the first pitch down and in for ball 1 for the third baseman, formerly of Tennessee Wesleyan, the NAIA school. For those that remember the Bandits of last year, teammate of Tatum Massengale. 1-0 from Pedersen. Takes it high, gets away from Burrell, 2-0. So 3-2 now, your score. 2-run shot from Thornton has brought this within a run. The Bandits now trying to see if they can mount a comeback. They were the only team this year that they've beaten is the Red Bats. They did it in a walk-off fashion. But now the 2-0. Chops it, shortstop side. Espada on a hop, makes its way into left field. A tough bounce there. She waited for it on the hop. It just rolls up her shoulder and into left center. Another tough bounce, just trying to see if she could just let it bounce to her, and instead it goes right over her and into left. And now it brings up Blaylock, who reached on a single her last time up the left field. Brewing with good speed. This one taken down away for ball 1. Blaylock, the DP here today, the primarily outfielder. Fantastic speed here at the plate. She turned the single into a 2-bagger, essentially, when the ball got away from Farrow and left. 1-0. Chops it, third base side. Hagen's got to be quick with it. Throw to first. In time, they'll get the out, and that'll end the inning. We go to the bottom half of the frame. 2-3 now, your score. Olivia Thornton brings it within 1. A 2-run shot to right after the hit by pitch. 2 hits allowed. No errors made. 1 runner does get left stranded. The Bandits brought it within 1. Go to the bottom of the 4th. 3-2 now, your score here on day 14, the nightcap here between the two sides. 6, 7, and 8 coming up next. Corson, DeLauder, and Espada will come to the plate. We'll be right back after this quick break. We'll see if there's a pitching change in a moment. I think it's Robbie Van. It will be Robbie Van. We'll be back in just a sec. Bottom of the 4th inning we go. 3-2 now, your score. Bandits have brought it within 1. Couple defensive changes now for this Bandit squad. Aaliyah Thornton makes her way into shortstop. Robbie Van, now the new starter, the new pitcher. She'll step in for Teresa after she goes 3 innings and gives up 3 runs. Thornton now in at short. Dan still in at first base. Left fielder, I believe now Lily Blaylock over there, or excuse me, Lily Blaylock now in center. Emmy Clark now over in left field. She'll step in now as it'll be Mally Corson, who stepped across from Robbie Van and sees strike 1 called for an 0-1 count. So Robbie Van, who already pitched today, funny enough, for the Range, she came in and threw 5 innings against the Smokies earlier today and only gave up 2 runs. She's been on a bit of a tear as of late. Takes this one and fouls it off 0-2. She has had over 20 strikeouts this year for the rising senior out of Abraham Baldwin Agricultural College, the former Chutu last season, the former JUCO product out of Georgia Military College. She has had nothing short of what I would say is a pretty fantastic year for her. Takes the 0-2 and swung on and missed. Strike 3. And what was it talking about? One down. I don't know what they've put in the juice for her this year, but she has found ways to get strikeouts in ways that she could not get it done last season, and she has been outstanding. Not to say that she wasn't good last summer, but man, I don't know what is in the juice this year, but she has been ripping this season. She'll face Callie Delauder now for the first time and see strike one. A 3-run shot for her to right field her last time. She now is tied for first in RBIs this year with 22, leads the league in homers with 8. She'll face Van now for the first time here this evening. Deal 1. This one too far outside, 1-1. It's been the primary part of the plate that many pitchers have tried to focus on against the Delauder, is that out and away fastball. When they've gotten it, it's worked out. When it hasn't, well, you've seen the result. That one stays away again as well, 2-1. Spadia would come up next. The line drive out to center field her last time. On the year now for Delauder, 452 average. This one taken a little too far outside. Hensley trying to see if she could frame it, 3-1. 1,600 OPS now for Delauder, 452 average, just shy of a 490 on base percentage. Takes it out and away. They will walk her. No threat to Callie Delauder. She'll get on now with a walk. Puts a runner on for Espadia with one down. They won't try and throw anything inside. Trying to warn another moonshot from Delauder, and it brings up Espadia now, who is second on the team in OPS with 1160. Fouls off the first pitch, 0-1 again. She lined out to center her last time up. Comes up now for the second time today. 477 on base percentage, just shy of a 440 average. 17 RBIs for her, second most on the team. 18 hits, just behind Delauder by 1. 14 runs for her, 4 doubles, 2 homers. That 2-home run game, she'll sky this one down the left field line out of play, makes it 0-2. She had that 7 RBI, 2-homer game against Rain a couple nights ago. She has only struck out twice. She has walked once and been hit by a pitch twice. She is the type of hitter where she is going to hit the ball no matter what. Here it is again, down the right field line, just foul, 0-2 still a count. This past season at Georgia Highlands College is a prime example of that. What do you mean, I might ask? Well, she had about 100 at-bats this past season at the JUCO school. In those 100 at-bats, she batted .320 with a .330 on base. She walked 3 times and struck out 6. 9 of those appearances, as she takes this one outside, makes it 1-2, resulted in her not swinging at a pitch. So she's going to go up there. She's going to swing the bat one way or another. And she's going to make contact. The 1-2. Off speed stays high. Good eye makes it 2-2. So the rising sophomore steps in, the Norcross, Georgia native. Sees the 2-2. Skies this one down the right field line, foul ground. No one can get to that one. It's still 2-2. Delauder now at first, 1 away. After the strikeout of Corson swinging, Delauder gets on with a walk. Robbie Van now trying to make it 2 away. She comes in a relief of Olivia Treese, who goes through 3, gives up 3 runs. Spadia now looking to see what she can do here. 2-2. Hits it hard, third base side. Stabbed by Brunick. Throw to first. Not in time. 2 away. That one caught the backside of Delauder on the slide. And now it brings up Caroline Reed. Brewing trying to double up Delauder. It fires back and finds her right on that back right leg. And now it brings up the now second baseman for the first time here today. She came in that top of the 4th inning. She now steps in at second place. As this one's taken away for ball 1. Reed, who's also been one of the better hitters this year for this Red Bats squad. Just shy With 1,000 OPS, 912 for her. 61 average. She'll get a big hack of a high fastball, makes it 1-1. She's had a couple of multi-hit games this year. After a bit of a cold stretch for a moment, 10 RBIs, 13 hits, 9 runs, 10. Puts her for now third on the team. She'll foul this off, makes it 1-2. 3 doubles for her, a 3-run homer to her name as well this season. That she put over that right center field fence early in the season. Now has a runner on with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Robbie Mann trying to work it clean here after walking to Lauder. She has a strikeout already to her name. 1-2. Fouls it off, stays alive. Top of the order would come up next. It'll be Emily Farrow over 2 with 2 groundouts, the third and short. Reed now in her first plate appearance. Robbie Mann in her first inning of work. The 1-2. Skies it, center field. Shallow enough, can they make the play? Olivia Thornton will get out there from shortstop, takes a tumble, and that'll end the inning. And everybody's down around her. We go to the top of the 5th. No hits, no errors, 1 walk. Runner does get left stranded. We go to the next frame. Top of the 5th, we will go. 3-2 your score. Red Bats still lead over the Bandits, but they're trying to see if they can mount a comeback. The vibes are there. Can they do it? We'll find out here in just a moment. After this quick break here from Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching Day 14 of the Scenic City Collegiate League. Game night here once more between the Red Bats and the Bandits. They lead 3-2. Pedersen going to see if he can get through 5 clean here in just a moment. We'll be right back at this quick break. Top of the 5th inning we go. 3-2 your score. Benz brought it within 1. Emma Simon, Cara Thomas, Robbie Van, 7-8-9 coming up to the plate here in just a moment as Valerie Pedersen going to work yet another frame here for this Red Bat squad, trying to hold down the Bandits offense. 1 defensive change here for this Red Bat squad. It'll be now Delana Brown stepping into left for Emily Farrow. She'll get warmed up now to get ready for a relief appearance most likely. First pitch from Pedersen's outside, 1-0. Simon went down looking on strikes her last time up. She'll come up now for the second time here on this afternoon. Sun's starting to really set now down our third base side. Lights have flickered on. The sun now casting that long shadow across the entire infield makes it 1-1. A bit of sunlight really is over towards that center field side. Mally Corson still has the shades on, obviously. 1-1 to Simon. Swung on and missed, 1-2. First baseman pitcher piece comes back up to the plate. 2 runs for her this season, has yet to pick up an RBI. The 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. One away here in the frame. Another strikeout for Pedersen. Five now through 4 into third, and it brings up Thomas, who went down swinging her last time up. Her Thomas, utility player primarily. Third baseman takes a big hack in the off speed, makes it 0-1. Again, went down swinging her last time up. Now comes up for the second time today. Right fielder here this far in the afternoon. Takes a big hack in the next one, makes it 0-2. Thomas, and then Van would follow up. A line drive out to center her last time. The 0-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Pedersen. 2 away. 6 strikeouts now in the evening. And now it brings up Robbie Van. 2 down, nobody on. For the now pitcher, Robbie Van. High fastball swung on and missed 0-1. At the rate that Pedersen's going, she's off a pitch of a immaculate inning. Pedersen now at 40 strikeouts on the year. She is the second pitcher to hit that number. The 0-1. Fouls it off 0-2. Christian Fowler would come up next. She has reached on a walk and got the third. Was left stranded, though, back in the third inning. Pedersen trying to work yet another clean frame. The 0-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Strikes out the side. And we go to the bottom of the fifth. 3 straight strikeouts swinging. We go to the bottom half of the frame. 3-2 still your score. Red Bats lead over the Bandits here through the top of 5. We go to the bottom half here in just a moment. From Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, Red Bats come back up to the plate. Top of the order will come up next. Barrow, Pedersen, and Burrell. We'll be back in just a moment. Here in day 14, game 2. Bandits and Red Bats continue to battle it out. 3-2 your score. We'll be back in just a moment. Bottom of the fifth inning we go. 3-2 your score. Red Bats leader of the Bandits by 1. Top of the order will come up for the team in red and black once more. Robbie Van going to try and see if she can work her second clean inning of work. She'll face Emily Farrow for the first time here tonight. She's 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts to her name. As Robbie Van has now thrown 6 innings today between the Smoky Mountain Rain and now the Bandits, and has looked very strong at the plate. The minute I say that, she skipped one of there for ball 1. I'm sorry, Robbie. Now Van steps in once more on the mound here. Farrow will come across from her. Entered in on the contest now at a 286 average, 375 on base percentage, just north of 750 OPS for her in 11 games this year. Just one now away on the bunt attempt, makes it 2-0. Pedersen would follow up. 0 for 2 is she. Burrell is 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. Left stranded at second, back in the third. 2-0. Skies this one. Second base side. New second baseman underneath with Marisi. She's got it. Out number 1. And now it brings up Pedersen. So Fowler moves over from second to third. Marisi moves from short to second. Thorne again now in at shortstop. Dan still over at first base. Clark now steps into center. Blaylock now in left. First pitch to Pedersen is taken for a strike, 0-1. Pedersen, who has done a great job here on the mound, already through 5. See if she'll try and go 6 here in just a moment. The 0-1. Big swing and a miss, the off speed, 0-2. And the rising senior already a strikeout here on the evening. Over 20 on the year for her. The former choo-choo last season, who induced a lot of soft contact with one of their best pitchers. The 0-2. Hits it hard through the shortstop side and into left field. First hit of the night for Pedersen. Runner on with 1 away. Able to shoot that through that third base shortstop gap. Now brings up Burrell. Burrell, who started at second base, now behind the plate for this Red Bat squad. The sun continues to set behind us on the third base line. Not much of a breeze going right now, but at least cools off everybody here. Singles this one out towards center field, and it'll get down over the head of Thornton and into left center. Second and first now, 1 away. A little bit of an odd swing. She's just able to kind of put it out in front. just lofted into left center field. Thornton didn't think she was going to get there. Lets it drop in left center as Laylock trying to run in. Couldn't make the grab. And now it brings up Walker 0 for 1 with a walk and a ground out to short. First pitch hits it. Second base side on a weird shot. Picked up by Mauricio. She'll shovel it forward. One away. The runner, excuse me, two away. The runner does advance. Second and third now with 2 outs. And it brings up KK Hagan. And honestly, not a bad bat you want to have up now. Hagan's first appearance at the plate here today. 273 average, just shy of an 870 OPS. They will have a runner now in Walker coming for Burrell. Hagan a 385 average or on base percentage, 8 RBIs. Looking to see if she can bring in 9 and 10. Big swing and a miss makes it 0 and 1. 9 hits for her this year, 4 doubles and a home run for Hagan. The 0-1. Swung on and missed 0-2, a last second swing. 2 down, runners at second and third. Red Bats still lead by 1, 3-2 here in the bottom of the 5th. Robbie Band trying to settle this one and make sure the Red Bats can't tack on anymore. The 0-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. She'll do it indeed. We go to the top half of the frame. Another strikeout for Robbie Band. She's able to get it down. And we go to the 6th. Two hits, no errors. 2 runners get left stranded. Top of the 6th inning will go. Valerie Pedersen, will see if she'll go to it here in just a moment. See in just a sec. Top of the 6th will go. Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. Been watching Phoenix City Collegiate League softball. Red Bats still lead over the Bandits 3-2. Closely contested affair. It always is in the prime time, isn't it? We'll be right back after this quick break. Top of the 6th inning will go. 3-2 still your score. Red Bats still lead by 1. The Bandits trying to mount a comeback. Fowler, Stanley, Hensley, 10, 11, and 12 come up to the plate here in just a moment. Valerie Pedersen is going to try and work it through 6. She has made it through 5 clean. She only given up a 2-run shot to Thornton. She was able to strike out the side back in the 5th. She'll get the confidence here to roll through with 6. She'll face off against Fowler, Stanley, and Hensley, who have walked, singled, and reached on a fielder's choice today. First pitch is a strike to the now third baseman 0-1. So now the University of West Georgia product, the former JUCO Bandit from Cleveland State, takes the next one high, 1-1. Fowler again, who's been the team leader and a lot of offensive statistics in terms of qualification, I should say again, for Olivia Thornton. The 1-1. Hits it second base side. Reed's got it. Trying to flip it to first. Will be in time. 1 away. Now it brings up Stanley, a single for her today. Stanley on the season, just shy of an 800 OPS, 796 for her, a 417 on base percent. 76 average for her. 4 runs, 2 RBIs, a double, a triple. No home runs, though, on the season. She has walked 7 times, and now this one fouled off. Almost finds us up here in the box, 0-1. Utility player. outfielder here today. Played short, second, third, wherever you pretty much can ask of her. She has 2 stolen bases on the year as well. Kind of a stat stuffer. All she needs is the home run. Deal 1. Taken away 1-1. Almost thought I could speak that into existence now. 1 out, nobody on. Hensley would come up next. Reached on a fielder's choice her last time. Was left stranded at first. But now Stanley, the left-handed hitter, sees the 1-1. High and away, 2-1. Now trying to work through 6. It's the longest outing this year for her. 5 1/3 so far. 6 strikeouts now, over 40 strikeouts. Hits her the second most this season, the 2-1. Off speed, called a strike, 2-2 for the Siena U product. What has been another closely contested primetime matchup. Always feels like it's more competitive under the lights, doesn't it? The sun now trying to fully step behind us and left. The 2-2 bounces away, now draws it full. Trying to get on for the second time today. See if she can bring up Hensley. The 3-2 from Pedersen. Chops it through the shortstop side into center field, a base knock. Second hit of the day for Stanley. Runner on with 1 away, and it brings up the Kentucky product. So Stanley steps in at first base, and now it brings up the rising junior. Utility player originally from Silverdale High School. Drives it hard, left-hand side, into left field. It'll be a base knock. Second and first, still only 1 out. First hit for Hensley, a shot to left. And now it brings up Treese, who went down looking her last time up. So now comes in Olivia Treese. Courtesy runner now for the catcher. It'll be Fowler. Great speed now for the Bandits. Stanley at second. Anything in the outfield brings home at least 1. So 3-2 your score. First pitch to Treese, swung on and missed, 0-1. Stanley not looking to steal that, it looks like, just yet. Want to run their team out of the inning, obviously. Deal 1. Stays away, 1-1. Top of the order comes up next. It's Dan. She has a hit by pitch and a strikeout. She does have a grand slam this season for the catcher. The 1-1. Stays away, 2-1. Huntsville, Alabama native comes back up to the plate. Second time today for her. First time she's hit this season. In her second appearance on the mound, went those first 3 innings. The 2-1. Hits it hard down the left field line. Hooks it foul. 2-2. That would have at least scored 1. Just cannot keep it fair. But now the former Skyline High School Hawk, 2-time All-State business marketing major. The 2-2. Takes it high, works it full, 3-2. Trying to get on for the first time here today. One out, second and first. Pedersen trying to step up as they'll allow Treese to take a step out of the box. He'll get reset to the left-handed hitter. Stanley at second, Fowler at first. Again, great speed here. Anything in the outfield brings home at least 1. The 3-2. Takes it outside. Bases loaded. 1 away. And it brings up Avery Dans. Back-to-back singles and a walk. We'll see if they'll hold it out here. They're going to stick with Pedersen. Infield in. Dan steps up for the 3rd time today. Hit by pitch and a strikeout swinging. First pitch out away, ball 1 for the rising freshman. Headed off to Cumberland U, the NAIA school this next year. Former Silverdale Seahawk. The 1-0. Off speed, fouls it off, 1-1. What did I say before? Every time it's under the lights, it just feels like there's more to it, right? Isn't that the point behind prime time? 1 out, base is full. Fowler grounds out to start the inning. Stanley and Hensley both single. Treese draws a walk. And a ball to the outfield drives in the go-ahead run probably. Stanley the tying run at third. Fowler the score or the go-ahead run at second. Next one inside, 2-1. Olivia Thornton comes up next. A 2-run shot to right already today. Darn near, if not the most dangerous Bandit hitter, would be up next. 2-1 to Dance. Fouls it off 2-2. Pedersen trying to see what she can do. She has gotten Dance out on strikes today. She has also gotten Thornton to ground out. But now Dance, who already has a grand slam this season, 1 out, base is full for her. A chance to tie and maybe give the Bandits their first lead of the ball game. 2-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. 2 away in the frame. And Thornton now the last opportunity possibly. Top of the 6th, we still sit. And now the USF commit. One of the best products you've seen out of Division I if you've looked at her stat sheet. Takes the first one inside, almost clips her 1-0. Left fielder now, infielder here today. Moved in to shortstop earlier, now back to the outfield. Rising junior from Bentonville, Arkansas. 2-run shot to right already. Off speed stays high, 2-0. Julia Marisi would come up next. She is singled and grounded out today. One the tall outfielder, the former volleyball player at Bentonville West Wolverine High School. 100 starts on the dot for her across the collegiate career. Takes this one down and in, a strike, 2-1. Pedersen trying to work out the bases loaded jam. Hold on to this 1-run lead with 2 away. Thornton trying to see if she can be the main form of offense for the Bandits. The 2-1. Hits it third base side. Into left field, a base knock. Here comes Fowler. She's going to score standing. Bandits lead for the first time tonight. 4-3 now your score. And it's Thornton again. Four to three, an RBI single to left, just gets past the diving Hagen. Fowler scores easily. Treese to second, and Pedersen Knights comes to a close. Emily Farrow's going to step in for her. That's a tough bounce if I've ever seen one. Thornton just able to pull it down between the shortstop and third baseman. Brown couldn't get up in time to make the throw home. Fowler was flying. And now it brings him in Emily Farrow. Four to three now your score. Thornton has drawn in all 4 runs for the Bandits. A 2-run shot to right, now a 2-run single. Fowler now courtesy runs for Treese at second, which means another hit to the outfield brings in probably at least 1. Thornton with good speed as well for the tall outfielder. But now as we sit here on the top of the 6th, Bandits lead for the first time this game. They went down an early 3-0 hole after the 3-run shot from DeLauder. Thornton responds back with a 2-run homer in the 4th, and they take their first lead of the game. And it's kind of been the tale of the same line for the Red Bats a little bit, where they find early offense and then just cannot seem to get anything going after it. The Bandits are able to take advantage, and now Farrow comes in with 2 outs and 2 on here in the top of the 6th. Pedersen Knight comes to a close at 5 2/3 of an inning of work. She gets Dance down on strikes, just cannot get Thornton down. And now the second baseman, Marisi, who started off at short, comes in. First pitch to her is outside, ball 1 to the now Kennesaw State commit. Between the two of them, Farrow already committed to Kennesaw State from Georgia Highlands College. Marisi, the recent commit from Georgia Tech, hitting the portal. The 1-0. Fouls it off the end of the bat, 1-1. Barrow just trying to record this final out and get us to this bottom half of the sixth. Red Bats down for the first time this ball game, 4-3. 1-1 to the middle infielder. Outside, 2-1. Barrow, who started in left field, now pitching on the mound. 2-1. Off speed, stays outside, 3-1. Emmy Clark would come up next to ground out to second and short today. Marietta, Georgia native, the former Kell Longhorn out of high school. 3-1. Skies it, right-hand side and foul ground out of play. Makes it a full count. Runners will be on the go here in just a moment. Fowler at second, Thornton at first. Good speed here for the Bandits if Marisi can find some grass out in fair play. 3-2 from Emily Farrow. Driven hard, left field line, down the line, it lands, it goes to the wall. Thornton's going to come around from third. Marisi into second. She will score 6-3. The Bandits offense is alive and well. Another 2 runs come in. Julia Marisi, second hit of the day, brings in 2. Rips a double down the left field line. 4 straight unanswered here. And now it brings up Emmy Clark. First pitch down and away, makes it ball 1. Farrow now just trying to record out number 3. Marisi's first double of the game. Another shot down the left field line. Bandits now lead by 3. This one outside makes it 2-0. As Clark now trying to get on here for the first time today for the Hampstead, North Carolina native, former Topsail High School Pirate. 2-0. Takes it away once more, 3-0. Brewing would come up next, a single and a strikeout for her today. 3-0 to Clark. Stays away, ball 4, second and first, still 2 outs. 3 straight base runners now for the Bandits. A single, a double, and a walk. They find themselves ahead 6-3. Thornton has drove in 4 of those runs. And now the third baseman originally in Brewing steps in for the 3rd time today. Left stranded at first her last time on the single. First pitch from Farrow. Hits it right back up the middle, into center field, another base knock. Here comes charging home. The throw to the plate, not in time. Another run scores. Throw comes the third, not in time. 7-3. RBI single by Brewing. 4-run advantage for the Bandits. Still 2 outs. And it brings up Blaylock. Two hits and a walk allowed by Farrow now, and it brings up Lily Blaylock 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out. Fantastic speed here. Clark now stands at third. Brewing at second. Second hit of the day for Brewing. With 2 outs and 2 runners on now for Blaylock. First pitch gets away from Burrell to the backstop. It's going to allow a run to score. 8-3. Now Brewing's going to try. She'll be tagged home to the plate. The run will come across. It will be 8-3. But we now go to the bottom half of the frame. Brewing tried to see if she could score all the way from second on the passed ball. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Emma Simon's going to go to work. We'll be right back after this quick break. Bandits now lead 8-3. Red Bats have a lot of work to do to bring themselves back into this one, but it's prime time. When better to do it? Day 14 of the Scenic City Collegiate League. Night matchup between the Bandits and the Red Bats. 8-3 now your score. Bandits lead for the first time tonight. We'll be back in just a moment as Emma Zimon's going to come out to pitch. We'll be right back with this quick break. Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. We'll be back in just a sec. The Bandits have life. 8-3 now your score. They lead over the Red Bats here to the top of 6. 6, 7, and 8 now come up for the Red Bats. It's the best part of the lineup. Mally Corson, Callie Lauder, Gracie Espadia. They'll face Emma Simon, the left-hander, coming in relief now of Robbie Van. The Bryan College NEIA product now comes in with a 5-run lead to her advantage. She'll try and see what she can do here. A couple changes defensively. Olivia Thornton now moves back into shortstop. Cara Thomas now moves into third. Robbie Van now in right field. Blaylock in left, Clark in center. Still stays behind the plate. First pitch bounces in for ball 1 out of Corson. She is 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. She has stolen a base and came home on the shot from DeLauder back in the second inning. Comes in for the third time today. Takes it down and in, 2-0. And Corson, DeLauder, Espadia. Corson again 0 for 1. She has struck out swinging and walked today. The rising sophomore out of Gaston College, Denver, North Carolina native, 2-0. Takes it inside once more, 3-0. Corson now with 10 stolen bases, second most this year, just behind Allie Supin at 16. 3-0 from Ziman. Shows bunt inside a strike, 3-1. 40 runs, 32 stolen bases this past year for Corson. For the JUCO product. Taps this one foul, 3-2. Trying to see if she can jumpstart this Red Bats offense. Has not scored a run since the second inning. It's been something we've seen a lot this year, where they find a lot of runs in those first 2 innings and then cannot seem to get anything going in the back half. 3-2. She offered strike 3. 1 away. Trying to hold up on the running swing. Could not keep it back. DeLauder steps in 1 for 1. A walk and a 3-run shot to right. Chance here to jumpstart the offense again. The Hyde Park, New York native, a former Franklin D. Roosevelt High School member, the former president. Yes, quite literally. Her mom also went to Siena back in the late 90s. Her brother, JJ, plays baseball at SUNY Cortland. Big swing and a miss, 0-1. Want to send that one over the batting pages. '29 starts this past year and 43 games played at Siena. Skies it foul, 0-2. Sadie would come up next. She's 0 for 2 on the day. Lauder walked more than she struck out this past season. 14 walks to 13 strikeouts. On 900 OPS. The 0-2. Big swing and a miss. Strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Ziman. 2 down. And it brings up Espadia. So now Gracie Espadia, who has not found a way to get on just yet today. She is lined out to third and center field. Both of them hard swings. Takes the first pitch high and away, ball 1. Ziman faces the 2 toughest batters in this Red Bats lineup. Now faces the third. and is struck out back-to-back. This one bounces the dirt, makes it 2-0. Katie, who has doubled her home run total from last season, now 2 on the summer. Drives this one, shortstop side. Thornton's got it, throws the first in time. That'll end the bottom of the 6th. We go to the top of the 7th inning. 1-2-3 frame for Emma Zimet. Bandits come back up. They'll get a chance to tack on a few more runs here in just a moment. Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee, been watching Scenic City Collegiate League softball from Janet Tate Stadium. We'll be right back after this quick break for day 14, the remainder of game 2. Top of the 7th will go. Bandits now lead 8-3. Emily Farrell going to try and see if she can work a clean 7th. We'll be back in just a moment. Top of the 7th inning we go. Lily Blaylock, Emma Zimet, Cara Thomas. They'll be the 3 that come up here to face off against Emily Farrell for the first time here tonight. 6, 7, and 8 coming up now for this Bandit squad. They find themselves ahead by 5. 8-3 now your score. As the Bandit squad trying to hold on for their second win this season. They've beaten the Red Bats already once this year on a walk-off. This one stays away, makes it 1-0. Blaylock 1 for 2 on the day for the Saudi Daisy Trojan, headed off to Chat State this next season, the slap hitting outfielder. Single for her, she reached second but could not advance. This one seen away, makes it 2-0. She grounded out the 3rd her last time up. Lead us off here in this top of the 7th inning. 6 runs come across in the top of the 6th. To give the Bandits their first lead of the ball game. She'll foul this one off out of play, 2-1. Thornton drove in the first 2. Brewing drove in 1 as well. Marisi drives in 2. Clark comes around on a pass ball. Brewing then caught at home plate, but nonetheless, 6 runs come across. They lead by 5. First time here tonight. Find themselves to the advantage. 2-1 from Farrow. Stays away once more, 3-1. Blaylock the type, she will slap it to left field. She's done that all season long. Very rare do you see her put it anywhere near that first base side. 3-1. Takes a first strike, 3-2. Blaylock trying to get on for the second time today. Former volleyball player. 3-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Ball got away. Thrown on a first. In time as Blaylock collides with the Lauder. 1 away. Both seem to be okay. The throw brought the Lauder back into foul ground. Did collide with Blaylock. But now 1 down here. And it brings up Emma Zimet. Over 2 with 2 strikeouts here on the evening. Comes up now for the 3rd time today. Rising junior out of the NAIA school. Big swing and a miss. Now makes it 0-1. Left-handed throwing, right-handed hitting Zimet. Chickamauga, Georgia. Deal 1. Stays high, 1-1. Cara Thomas would come up next. She has struck out swinging as well twice today. Zimet trying to see if she can get on here with 1 down, the 1-1. Stays low, 2-1 now. Kennesaw State commit comes into the mound. Comes in after Pedersen lifted. 5 2/3 of work, could not get past Thornton, gets the hook. Simon then gives up a double to Marisi, a walk, and a single before she's able to get out of the inning. This one floated second base side. Underneath it, though, will be Callie Lauder. She'll make the grab, 2 away. And now it brings up Thomas. Rising junior out of Gaston College. From Montclair, North Carolina, the former Northwood High School Charger. Utility player, today's third baseman. Big swing and a miss. The off speed makes it 0-1. Robbie Van would come up next to line out and a strikeout swinging for her. Oh, 1 from Farrow. Skies it foul, 0-2. Bandits trying to see if they can tack on at least one more here, maybe a little bit more insurance. They still lead by 5 now. They find 6 in the 6th inning to give themselves their first lead of the ball game, trying to hold on for their second win. The 0-2 hits it shortstop side over the glove of Hagen and into left. Base knock for Thomas. Hagen just could not leap high enough. Runner on with 2 outs. First hit of the game for Thomas. And now it brings up Robbie Van. So now the Camilla, Georgia native comes to the plate. Former Westwood Wildcat with 2 down and a runner on. Great speed from Thomas. Don't be surprised if he tries to swipe it back. First pitch swinging down the right field line. Trying to make it to it is going to land foul is Pedersen, 0-1. Is that Abby Walker? Excuse me, that is Abby Walker. So Van steps in, the former Nugachuchu from last season, now with this Bandit squad. Primarily PO at the college level. Take this one high, 1-1. She's done well fairly for this Bandit squad hitting-wise. He steps in now for the 3rd time here today. 257 average for her. This one stays away, 2-1. Fowler would come up next, a walk and a ground out for her today. Stanley and Hensley, which you would probably hope for if you're the Bandits, but 2-out Lightning would be the recipe to make it happen. The 2-1. Chops it foul, 2-2. And 257 average, same as her on-base percentage. She has 9 hits, 3 RBIs, a double, and 2 runs. She has not walked this year, the 2-2. Skies it out to center field. Corson running in. Someone make a call. It will be Corson. She'll make the grab and end the top of the 7th. We'll go to the bottom of the frame. 8-3 your score. Red Bats need to find some offense. We'll see if it'll be Emazaime. It will be Emazaime. Try and close this one out for the Bandits. Bottom of the 7th we go. Red Bats will bring up 9-1-2. Caroline Reed, Emily Farrow, Valerie Pedersen. Looking for their first chance, or their chance now to see if they can walk off the Bandits. They've already been walked off against, the lone walk-off this season, where the Bandits took it on a walk-off error. Red Bats will have to see if they can make something similar happen. Bottom of the 7th will go. Bandits and Red Bats. Bandits lead 8-3. Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. We'll take a quick break right after this now. Scenic City Collegiate League, Day 14, Game 2. We'll be back in just a sec. Bottom of the 7th inning we go. 9-1-2 coming up for the Red Bats. They find themselves down by 5, 8-3. Emma Zymek going to try and see if she can work a clean 7th. Comes in relief of Robbie Van, strikes out 2. She'll face off against the now second baseman Reed, Barrow, and Pedersen. The left-hander steps in. And Reed laces this one left center field. That ball gets down. It gets away all the way to left center field fence. Reed's going to turn it into two. Extra bases, leadoff double. Red Bats trying to see if they can strike. First hit of the night for Reed. She laces one to left center. It takes an odd bounce, and it allows it to get away from Clark. And now runner in scoring position for Farrow. She's 0 for 3. Trying to help herself now here on the mound. Red Bats trying to mount a comeback. Down now by 5 after taking a 3-0 lead. This one bounced away 1-0. It's kind of been the recipe this year for, unfortunately, this Red Bat squad. They strike early and just have not been able to respond back. The Bandits now have found 8 straight unanswered. 6 in the 6th. The 1-0. Swung on and missed 1-1. Reed now at second after the leadoff double. Farrell again 0 for 3, a ground out to third, short, and a fly out to second. The 1-1. Bounces in the dirt all the way to the backstop almost. Hensley knocks it down 2-1. Red Bats now trying to get their first runs on the board since that 3-run shot from DeLauder in the second. 2-1. Skies it, right-hand side. Robbie Van gets underneath it in right. She'll make the basket grab, 1 out. One down in the frame, and it brings up Pedersen. 1 for 3, a single. She was left stranded at third, back in the 5th. Strikeout, swinging, and a ground out. She'll face now Zimet for the first time tonight with Reed at second. Lefty sets, delivers. First pitch, swinging 0-1. Yasmin Burrell would come up next. A single and a walk for her today. Makes her 1 for 2. She struck out swinging her first time. 0-1 to Pedersen. Swung on and missed, 0-2. 1 out, runner at second. 8-3 your score. Reed leads off with a double. Farrow flies out to right. Pedersen trying to see if she can keep this Red Bats team alive, down by 5. 0-2. Bounces in the dirt, knocked down by Hensley. Reed halfway between, will not advance. 1-2. Was not going to test the arm of the Kentucky product behind the plate. Zimet sets the 1-2. Takes it outside, 2-2. Reed with good speed here. Anything in the grass could easily find a run. That's trying to see if they can bring this one back. 2-2 fouls it off the handle. Stays alive. Almost caught her in the hands. Still 2-2, 1 away. Runner at second. 8-3 your score. Bandits found 6 in that 6th inning to find themselves ahead for the first time tonight, looking for their second win of the year. Red Bats trying to avoid being tied with the rain for a second again. Big swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 away, third strikeout for Zimet. And now it brings up Burrell with 2 outs and a runner at second. First time she'll face now against Zimet tonight. Outside ball 1. Burrell, who started at second, now behind the plate. Again, a single and a walk for her. She struck out swinging her first time. She's been left stranded at second. Both times she has reached. The 1-0. Skies it, right center field. That ball's going to get down. Here comes Reed. She's going to try and score. Burrell in, is able to make it on. She'll get in with a slide, 8-4. Red Bats are still kicking. They bring it within 4. Runner on with 2 away. It brings up Abby Walker. Burrell with her second hit of the day, an RBI single to right. And now Walker 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts to short and second. She walked, stole 2 bags, and came home on the 3-run shot from DeLauder. Burrell will now get a pinch runner. It'll be Valerie Pedersen for her. The courtesy runner comes in for the catcher as she'll talk to Hagen here and kind of give some relayed info. Walker now facing Simon for the first time tonight. First pitch. Hits it, shortstop side. Thornton picks it up, throws to first, spikes it. Dance can't hang on. Second and first, still 2 outs. Dance can't pick it. Runners on. Still 2 outs, and it brings up KK Hagen. She struck out swinging against Van back in the 5th. Trying to play a little bit of hero maybe, or at least just make the next batter going. First pitch to her is a strike, 0-1. Trying to continue the line. Second and first, 2 outs. A little bit of lightning here. Allie Corson would come up next. You can get Callie DeLauder to the plate. You have a shot here. Next one down and away, 1-1. I don't even want to say if you can get DeLauder up. If you can get Corson up even with the bases loaded, you're in good shape. You have good speed on the base paths already. Hagen, if you're able to get her on, or maybe even Bryman Pedersen, you're looking good. 1-1. Takes it outside, stays patient, 2-1. Jacksonville U product into the game now. The third baseman stepped in that top of the 4th. Struck out swinging already today. 2 outs. 2-1. Takes it away once more. Stays patient. 3-1. Simon just trying to get this final out. Red Bats will not go down without at least a bit of a fight. The 3-1. Takes it away. Bases loaded. And it brings up Allie Corson. Maybe not a home run threat, but a threat nonetheless. Corson has walked and struck out swinging twice today. She came home on that 3-run shot from DeLauder as well. We might see a pitching change. We're going to find out in just a sec. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Corson is not homered yet this year. She has doubled and tripled multiple times. Callie DeLauder comes up next. Corson has already seen Simon to start off that 6th inning. She went down swinging. Corson now 16 hits, 2 triple, no doubles, no homer. I know that's a wild stat line, but it's true. How do you have more triples than doubles? Magic. Runners on the base path, 2 away. First pitch to Corson. Bounce in the dirt, kicks away. Valerie Pedersen's going to try and score. She will standing. 8-5. Runners at second and third. Pedersen comes in on a stand on the pass or the wild pitch. Everybody moves ahead. Now a base free here for Corson. Good speed on the base path. Hagen at second, Walker at third. The 1-0. Swung on and missed, 1-1. And for Corson, a little bit of an odd at bat here as well. You don't really see much in terms of lefty-lefty matchups. The only other lefty this year has been Josie Crossman. The 1-1. High and away, almost gets away. Good work from Hensley to get tall. 2-1. 2 outs. 8-5 now your score after the pass ball scores Pedersen. 2-1. Bounce in the dirt, kicked away from Hensley. Here comes Walker. She's going to score. 8-6 now. And another run comes in. Corson now with a hitter's count, 3-1. Hagen at third. Trying to get on, keep the inning rolling. 8-6 now your score. 3-1 from Zyman. Chops it foul. Red Bats possibly down to their final strike. Hagen at third. DeLauder on deck. Already a 3-run homer today. Can she play hero again? Corson trying to keep the line going, maybe even score Hagen. Zimet sets the 3-2. Bounces in the dirt and away. Corson on. Runners at the corners. 2 outs. And it brings up Callie DeLauder. And we're going to see a change. Who's it going to be? We'll see. Maybe it is a change. Robbie Van has already pitched today, so is Olivia Treese. The only other arm that has not been used yet is Clara Ferris, who I have not seen yet today. Van has thrown now 7 innings throughout the day. She threw earlier for the Rain through 5. She threw 2 now in this matchup. Treese has thrown 3. They're going to stick with her. Zimet did strike out DeLauder back in that 5th inning. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. Corson at first, Hagen at third. You put that in the outfield, that scores Corson easily. She can fly. First pitch to DeLauder. Down and away. Corson's going to get into second base without a throw. Stolen base now puts runners in scoring position. Gracie Espada would come up next. She's 0 for 3, but she's just as dangerous. Stays away once more, 2-0. They're not going to try and see if they can get inside on her. If you do, you know what happens. She's done it 8 times this year. The 2-0. Stays away again, 3-0. Zimet just trying to settle in. Takes it for a strike, 3-1. See if DeLauder gets the green light. 2 outs, second and third, 8-6 your score. Bottom of the 7th. 3-1. Swung on and missed, 3-2. Red Bats down to their final strike. DeLauder has a 3-run homer, a strikeout, and a walk tonight. Espada would come up next, given a chance. The 3-2. Fouls it off. Give us a heart attack, why don't you? Corson at second, Hagen at third. Anything in the field's going to bring at least 2. Zimet trying to hold it down. DeLauder trying to play hero again. The 3-2 once more. Skies it foul. Give us a heart attack a little bit more. Will not go down quietly into the night. The Red Bats, who led 3-0, have clawed their way back now. 3-2. Swung on and missed. Emma Zimet gets her. And the Bandits hang on. Heart stopper to end the night. Are you kidding me? Emma Zimet shuts the door on the leading home run bringer. Strikes her out for the second time tonight. And the Bandits hang on. That'll end it here. Primetime softball. Ladies and gentlemen, can you ask for anything more? I don't think you can. As that'll end it here. Zimet holds it down. Robbie Van will take the win. Zimet will get the save. Second save of the year for anybody this season. Pedersen will take the loss. She goes a solid showing, just cannot hold it down. Red Bats found 3 early before the Bandits were able to find 2 of their own on a Thornton home run to right to make it 3-2. They find 6 in the 6th to make it 8-3. The Red Bats fought back. They found 3 in the 7th. They load the bases with 2 outs, and DeLauder goes down swinging as Zimet holds on Bandits now at 2-12 on the season. Their second win. They still sit in last currently. The Reign and the Red Bats now sit at 6-7 on the year. Red Bats still hold on to second thanks to the run differential. So that'll end it out here. We're back at it tomorrow once again. Another day and night contest once more. We're trying to beat the heat. It's been a colder evening, thank goodness, for everybody here. But we'll be back at it again tomorrow. Reign take on the Smokies tomorrow morning once again. That'll be at 10 a.m. We'll go back to prime time once more between these two sides. Can they give us a little bit more of cardiac action tomorrow? We'll find out. 8-6 the final. Bandits take their second win of the year over the Red Bats. And that will round it out. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in here from Janet Tate Stadium, Northern Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching Day 14 of the Scenic City Collegiate League, Game 2. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I hope you have a safe rest of your night. I hope to talk to you all tomorrow, 10 a.m., Smokies and Reign. If not, I'll see you tomorrow evening, 7:30, Red Bats and Bandits. Thank you again for tuning in. My name is Mason Strong. It's been a pleasure to call for you all once more. Hope to talk to you all again tomorrow. Have a safe rest of your night.